Welcome back to the tabletop here with B-Dubs Cubs. Tabletop replays. We come to you with game number 45 of the 1998 Sammy Sosa replay. In yesterday's game, Sosa went 1 for 4. He did his 19th home run of the season against Chan Ho Park. Today the Cubs come in with a record of 21 and 23. This game was originally played on May 20th, 1998 at Wrigley Field. With no further ado, let's get to the starting lineups. Batting first and playing second base for the Dodgers, Eric Young. Hitting second at shortstop, Jose Vizcaino. Hitting third and right field, Gary Sheffield. Hitting fourth at third base, Bobby Bonilla. Hitting fifth and playing center field is Raul Mondesi. In the sixth hole at first base, Eric Karros. Hitting seventh in left field, James Eisenreich. Hitting eighth behind the dish, Charles C.J. Johnson. And hitting ninth on the mound, Hideo Nomo. Nomo in 1998 was a grade D pitcher. He does have an XW modifier. For your home team, Chicago Cubs, batting off in center field, Brant Brown. Hitting second at second base, Mickey Morandini. Hitting third in right field, the man of the hour, slamming Sammy Sosa. Hitting fourth at first base is Mark Grace. Hitting fifth in left field, Henry Rodriguez. Hitting sixth at shortstop, Jeff Blauser. Hitting seventh at third base is Tyler Houston. Hitting eighth behind the dish, Sandy Martinez. And hitting ninth on the mound, Kevin Tapani. Tapani comes in as a grade C pitcher in 1998. He comes along with a Z modifier. 1998, he had a 4.85 ERA in 34 starts. Let's get right to it. Kevin Tapani on the hill here. And stepping in here for the first at bat of the ball game is Eric Young. Young steps in 1998. It was a 285 hitter. Tapani's first pitch of the ball game is an 11. Eric Young seeing it well here early on in this one. That's an 11 on a C, and that is going to be a single to left field. Young starts off with a base hit to left. Stepping in now is Jose Vizcaino. First pitch of the at-bat to Vizcaino. Young is running. Martinez fires down to Blauser. Not in time. Stolen base for Eric Young. Puts a runner on second base. Here for Jose Vizcaino. Tapping in some early trouble here. It's a 43, 29. The Cubs also clock in into 35, which is a 3. That's going to be a ground ball. Right back to up the third base line slightly. Tapani. No, I'm sorry. It's a ground ball to first base. Grace with a diving stab at the ball into the hole. He gloves it, turns around, fires to Tapani, who's on the bag for the 3-1 putout on the play. Going to third is Eric Young. Dodgers here early in this one with a man on third base and one away for Gary Sheffield. Sheffield always dangerous. That's a 63, a 34 on the 3. High pop fly. Grace in fair territory. 2 steps to his right makes the catch. And that in this situation is just as good as a strikeout for Tapani. Bobby Bonilla up with a man on third, the pitch. It's a 51. It's a 9 on a C. It's going to be a high fly ball. Center field. Brant Brown is there, and Kevin Tapani escapes danger here in the first. For the Dodgers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 on. And after a half inning of play, it's the Dodgers nothing. The Chicago Cubs coming up. Brown out. Hideo Nomo on the mound. Brant Brown leads this game off for the Cubs. The pitch. It's a 25. Dodgers come in at a 38, a 2 defensively. That's a 25. It's an 8. On a D, that's going to be a base hit to left center field. Brant Brown lines 1 to left. Runner on first base here for Mickey Morandini. It's a 62, a 13. Hideo Nomo strikes Morandini out looking. His first strikeout of the game. There's 1 away for Sosa. Sosa stares out. That's a 44. Look out. See if Nomo hangs a slider. That is a deep drive, left field. Eisenrich to the warning track, to the wall. That ball is gone. Sosa sends one into the bleachers. The bleacher bums go crazy, and in back-to-back games, Sosa has went deep. This one, a 2-run shot here in the top of the first inning. Cubs lead 2-0. Mark Grace steps in. 51, that's a 9. It's going to be a single over short into left field. Nomo really struggling early in this one. The Cubs on fire to open this game up. Henry Rodriguez steps in now with a runner on first. It's a 36. Walked him. This has the runners now on at first and second, as this has the makings of an extremely long inning for Nomo and possibly disastrous here for the Dodgers. Plowser a 33. That's an 8. It's going to be a single over short into left field. Rounding third and scoring is Grace. On his way to rounding second is Rodriguez. He will not advance to third. It's an RBI single for Jeff Blauser. Runners on first and second. Still 1 out for the Cubs. Tyler Houston looks to blow this thing wide open early. It's a 14. It's the second walk of the game and inning. Obviously for Nomo, Cubs have the bases loaded. And Sandy Martinez has a chance to really blow this one wide open here in the first. The pitch. That's a 23. It's a 38 on a 2. It's going to be a high pop fly, infield fly, shortstop there. Infield fly, batter out. Infield fly to the shortstop. Infield fly, he's the second out of the inning. But then on the 38, shortstop loses the ball in the sun. Vizcaíno loses the ball in the sun, and it drops, and the runners are going to advance. Scoring from third is Rodriguez. Going to third is Blauser, and going to second base is Tyler Houston. So far in this one, even when it goes right for the Dodgers, it goes wrong. Vizcaíno, the infield fly. So Martinez was out on the infield fly. Vizcaíno loses the ball in the sun. The runners can advance at their own peril. They do so. And we have runners now at second and third for Kevin Tapani. The 9-hole could not have come soon enough here for Hideo Nomo. It's a 53-13. He struck him out. Does so looking to end the inning. But it was a prosperous inning for the Cubs. They score 1, 2, 3, 4. They score 4 runs. Infield fly, it's not an error. 4 runs, so they're all earned. They do it on 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits, no errors. They leave 2 on. And after 1 inning of play, it's the Chicago Cubs 4, the Dodgers nothing. Sammy Sosa hits number 20 of the year as he launched one into the left field bleachers in the first inning. Cubs lead this one after 1, 4-0. So we go to the top of the second inning. Leading off for the Dodgers, Raul Mondesi. The delivery from Tapney's a 51. 51 is a 9. Tapney's a C. It's going to be a high pop fly. Third baseman's there. Houston calls it and catches it. 1 away for Eric Karros. The pitch to Karros, 63-31. It's going to be a high fly ball to center field. Easy play for Brown. In his tracks, makes the catch quickly. 2 away for Eisenreich. James Eisenreich steps up. That's a 44. It's going to be an 8. It's going to be a base hit to left center field. Eisenreich on with a 2-out single. Johnson steps in to the box. 1 on, 2 away. The pitch to Johnson's a 52. It's 27. It's going to be it's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Houston fires across the diamond to Grace. Gets him by 2 steps. And just like that, the inning's over for the Dodgers. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 on. After 1.5, it's Cubs 4, Dodgers nothing. Nomo back out. Brant Brown leading off the Cubs' second inning. The pitch from Nomo, 64. It's going to be a 4-13. He struck him out. Nomo strikes him out swinging. Strikeout number 3 of the game. Nomo had a terrible first inning. He's hoping to get back on track here. If he does not, his leash is not going to be very long. Morandini's seeing it well. It's a 6 on a D. It's going to be a line drive into right center field. Sheffield over to try to cut it off. He will not get there. That will roll to the wall. Mondesi over. He picks it up and fires it back into the infield, but not before Mickey Morandini rounds second. He will hold with a one-out double, which brings up Sammy Sosa. Sosa hit his 20th of the year back in the first inning. This is a 12. 25. It's going to be a line drive. Line drive snagged by Young. Morandini gets back to the bag. Sosa nearly had his second hit of the game, but Young reached up and snagged that line drive before it would get into right field. Mark Grace steps in with a runner on second. It's a 66. Grace seeing it well. Rerolls a 16. It's going to be a base hit into left center field. That ball will roll to the wall. Rounding first on his way to second is Grace. Scoring is Morandini. Throw comes in. Mark Grace in there with a 2-out double. Henry Rodriguez steps in, 63, 34. It's going to be a high pop fly. Young calls for it and makes the catch to end the inning. But the Cubs score another run. It's earned. They do it on 2 hits, 2 doubles, one from Morandini, one from Grace. No errors by the Dodgers. The Cubs leave one on as they leave Grace stranded at second after 2 innings of play. It's the Cubs 5 and the Dodgers nothing. Nomo getting beat around here a little bit today. It does not appear like he will last very long in this game unless he really turns it around quickly. He will lead off the 3rd inning. The Dodgers cannot afford to go to the pin this early. It's a 43. It's a 29. It's going to be a ground ball right back to Tapney. He flips the ball to Grace. Nomo's an easy out to lead off this 3rd inning. Eric Young steps in with 1 out. It's 24. It's a 31. It's a high fly ball to center field. Can of corn for Brent Brown. He's got it. 2 away for Jose Vizcaino. The pitch to Vizcaino. It's a 34. It's going to be a high pop fly. This one on the infield. Blauser calls it, catches it to retire the side. For the Dodgers, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. After 2.5, it's Cubs 5, Dodgers scoreless. We go now to the bottom of the 3rd. For the Cubs, it'll be Blauser, Houston, and Martinez. The pitch to Blauser. It's a 13. Nomo struck him out. Swinging. 4th strikeout of the game for Nomo. Brings up Tyler Houston. Pitch to Houston. 66. That's a deep drive. Right field. Sheffield to the track, to the wall. That ball is gone. Houston puts one into the seats in the right field bleachers. The Cubs have scored again, and the Dodgers bullpen starts to stir. Sandy Martinez, that ball's a 66. That's a base hit to right center field. That will roll all the way to the wall. Martinez lumbers into second with a 1-out double. Tapney steps in, runner on second. They're going to let him swing away. 23-13, struck him out. Nomo gets him swinging. 5 strikeouts on the day for Nomo, but that's about all that's went right in this one. Brent Brown with a runner on second. He'll look to drive home another run here for the Cubs. It's a 53-15 on a 2. High fly ball to left field. Eisenreich under it. He drops the ball. The ball falls. First on air runner scores. Rounding 3rd is Martinez. He was off on contact. He will score. Brown makes it to first on the E7. And this game cannot get any worse for the Dodgers. Morandini steps up, 61-22. It's going to be a hit by pitch. Sammy Sosa now with runners on first and second. The Dodgers are, let's see here. They are going to get Sean Maloney throwing. Maloney throwing, Nomo. Sosa has a chance to all but end this one here. The pitch to Sosa. That's a 21, it's a 13. He struck him out. Nomo struck him out looking. 6th strikeout of the game. You would have to believe that was probably Nomo's last hitter for the Cubs. They score 1 run. No, they score 2 runs. Only 1 was earned. Houston's solo home run, that was the only earned run. They do score 2 because Martinez scored on the dropped fly ball by Eisenreich. So 2 runs, 1 earned. 2 hits, 1 error. They leave 2 on. And after 3 innings of play, it's the Cubs 7 and the Dodgers scoreless. We go now to the top of the 4th inning. Tapney looks to keep things rolling here for the Cubs. Gary Sheffield steps in to lead off this 4th inning. The pitch is a 51, that's a 9. It's going to be a high pop fly to third base. Houston there makes the catch very quickly. 1 away for Bobby Bonilla. The pitch to Bonilla is a 12. It's a 25. It's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Easy play for Morandini. Flips to Grace. 2 away for Raul Mondesi. Tapney looking for a very quick 4th inning here. It's a 16 at 28. He's going to get it. Ground ball to the shortstop. Blauser 2 steps to his left. Fires across the diamond to Grace. And a very quick 1-2-3 inning for Tapney. For the Dodgers in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. After 3.5, Cubs 7. Dodgers nothing. Nomo's day. They're going to try to get 1 more out of him, just to try to limit the pin as much as they can here. See if Nomo can last 1 more here for the Dodgers. 63, high fly ball to center field. It's a good start here. Mondesi there makes the catch, 1 away. Make no mistake about it, the Dodgers are just trying to get through 1 last inning here with Nomo. So I dropped my white dice. Let me grab another one here. Henry Rodriguez steps in. 1 away, the pitch to Rodriguez is a 16. That's a 28. It's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Easy play for Vizcaíno. Crosses the diamond to Karros. 2 away. Nomo looks for his first 1-2-3 inning of the game. The pitch, 22. Not going to happen. That's an 8. It's going to be a single to left center field. Blauser on. Maloney ready to go. This will be Nomo's last batter regardless. Tyler Houston looks out. The pitch, 36. 33. High pop fly. Third baseman Bonilla, a step in fair territory, makes the catch to retire the side. For the Cubs, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 on. We played 4. It's the Cubs 7, the Dodgers nothing. Nomo's day is done. Tapney back out here. Eric Karros steps up to the plate. Move this over a little. Tapney's pitch to Karros, 36. 33. Popped him up. Easy play for Morandini. Tapney continues to roll. 1 away, brings up James Eisenreich, 34. 31. High fly ball center field. Easy play for Brant Brown. As Tapney looks for his 2nd consecutive 1-2-3 inning. It'll actually be his 3rd consecutive 1-2-3 inning. Only Charles Johnson stands in the way. The pitch to Johnson. It's a 22. It's going to be an 8. It's going to be a single to left center field. Dodgers with 1 on. Nomo's spot comes up. He is done. Maloney will come in this next inning. We are going to pinch hit. Mark Redzolanek will come in to pinch hit here for Nomo. Let's get the scorecard out. Redzolanek in for Nomo. Mark Redzolanek pinch hitting here with a runner on first and 2 away. Tapney's pitch to Redzolanek. It's a 14, it's a 30, it's going to be a fly ball left field. Easy play for Rodriguez. He's there to retire the side. For the Dodgers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 on. After 4.5, the Cubbies continue to lead this one by a score of 7-0. Grzelcyk out, Maloney in. Back to the scorecard here. Maloney comes in for Grzelcyk. For the Dodgers, Maloney will come in here. Nomo goes 4 innings. They were terrible. 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. He walked 2 and struck out 5. Maloney takes over for him. The good thing for Maloney is it can't get any worse. Sandy Martinez steps in. That's a 15. That's going to be a 10 on a Maloney's a D. It's going to be a single to center field. Maloney is a D with a Y modifier. Tapney up. He will sack bunt here. With a runner on first, sacrifice bunt. Tapney's a 46. 13 is going to be a strike. The 0-1 pitch is a 66. That's a 0. The re-roll's a 44 on a 1. Out at first. Runner to third. Sacrifice bunt. Out at first. Runner on third. Runner to third. Martinez was off and running, and it took so long for Maloney to get to that ball. He gets Tapney out at first base for the first out, rounding second, going to oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, runner to third. Little chop. Tapney gets the bunt down on the third base line. Bonilla charges, leaves third base unoccupied. No one covers. Bonilla fires to Karros. There's no one covering third. Martinez rounds second, and he will dive headfirst into third base. Heads up base running by Sandy Martinez. And all of a sudden, the Cubs have a runner at third. With 1 away for Brant Brown. An RBI opportunity for Brown. It's a 13-14. He walked him. Runners are now at first and third. Mickey Marandini steps up. Looks like Sosa may have another RBI opportunity here in this inning. 56 is a 12. Double play depth to the second baseman. It will be a double play. No, actually, the infield's in. Because if the infield was back, it's hit to the first baseman. Assist goes to second base. So that's a little chopper right back to Young. The infield was in. Young fires to Johnson. They get Martinez at the plate. It's a 4-2. Put out at the plate. Second out. On the play, going to second is Brown. And to first base on the fielder's choice is Morandini. Runners now at first and second for Sammy Sosa. Looking to do some big-time damage in this game. It's a 64-13. He struck him out. Maloney gets Sosa swinging. First strikeout of the game for Maloney. Third out of the inning for the Cubs. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. They leave 2. We've played 5. It's the Cubs 7. The Dodgers nothing. Tapney back out. He's rolling. Rolling here in the 6th. He looks to advance his grade here. It's a 32. It's going to be a high fly ball to right field. Easy play for Sosa. Tapney continues rolling here in the 6th. Jose Vizcaino. It's a 46-13. He struck him out. Strikes him out swinging. That is Tapney's first strikeout of the game. It doesn't come until the 6th inning. Gary Sheffield steps in. That's a 22. It's going to be an 8 on a D. It's a base hit to left center field for Sheffield. Bobby Bonilla steps in now with a runner on first. The pitch to Bonilla is a 14, a 30. High fly ball left field. Rodriguez is there. He's got it to retire the side for the Dodgers. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 on. Played 5.5. Tapani rolling. The Cubs lead 7-0. Maloney will come back out for another inning here. So will face Grace, Rodriguez, and Blauser. The pitch to Grace, 26, 13, struck him out. Struck him out swinging. Maloney has now struck out 2 consecutive batters, Sosa and Grace. Let's see what he can do here with Henry Rodriguez. Pitch to Rodriguez, 45, 14, he walked him. Second walk of the game for Maloney. Brings up Jeff Blauser with a runner on first. The pitch to Blauser, 66. Blauser going to get a hold of one here. It's a 22. That's a deep drive by Blauser to left field. Eisenreich and Mondesi converge on the track. At the wall, that ball's gone. A 2-run home run for Jeff Blauser into the basket in left field. And the Cubs have officially blown this one open. Tyler Houston steps up with one away. Maloney's delivery. It's a 53. It's an 18. It's going to be a ground ball to shortstop, and he boots the ball. Things have completely unraveled here for the Dodgers. An error on Vizcaíno. Sandy Martinez up with a man on. It's a 12. It's a 25. It's going to be a double play. Ground ball to the second baseman. Young flips to Vizcaíno, who fires over to Karros. 4-6-3 double play. Inning over. Cubs score twice. They're both earned. They do it on a 2-run home run by Jeff Blauser. They score both runs on 1 hit, 1 error on the Dodgers, none left on. Played 6 here in Chicago. It's the Cubs 9, the Dodgers nothing. We roll on now to the top of the 7th inning. Tapani back out on the hill. He has a shutout going through 6. He will look to keep it going here through the 7th. Raul Mondesi steps up, but the base is empty. It's a 41 for Mondesi. A 28. It's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Easy play for Blauser. Flips to Grace. 1 away. Eric Karros, the batter. The pitch to Karros, a 51 and 8. That's going to be a base hit to left center field. Karros ropes one into left. He's on with 1 away here for Izzy. Old Jim Eisenreich steps in. He is 1 for 2. He had a single back in the second. Tapani's pitch to him is a 22. That's going to be an 8. It's going to be a single to center field. Back-to-back hits for the Dodgers in the 7th. We have runners on first and second base with 1 away for C.J. Johnson. The pitch to Johnson's a 56. It's going to be a 12. Batter safe at first on the fielder's choice. 1 runner out at second. The other safe at third. It's ground ball to Blauser. Blauser flips to Morandini. The relay to first is not in time. That was a very slow developing play. Blauser does get the force at second. A 6-4 force out, retiring Eisenreich at second base. Moving to third on the play is Karros. And assuming first base is C.J. Johnson on the fielder's choice. We will have a pinch hitter here for Maloney. It'll be Todd Hollinsworth. Hollinsworth will hit here for Maloney. Hollinsworth with runners at first and third. Runners at first and third. Todd Hollinsworth steps in. Tapani's shutout is on the line here. It's a 56. It's going to be a 12. He's going to get him. Infield is back. It's a ground ball to the first baseman. He will take it himself. No, he will not. He will flip it to Tapani, who's on the bag. That, my friends, is a 3-1 putout to end the inning. For the Dodgers, no runs. 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2 on. We have played 6.5 innings. It's the Cubbies 9. The Dodgers nothing. Maloney's day is done. And it will be Darren Hall. Hall will come into pitch here for the Dodgers. For Maloney. Maloney goes 2 innings. Gives up 2 hits, 2 runs. They were earned. He walked 2, and he struck out 2. Darren Hall comes in here. Kevin Tapney has a shutout going through 7. He will lead off as Hall takes the mound. He will lead off this 7th inning for the Cubs. The pitch to Tapney is a 31. 14, he walked him. Tapney draws the walk. Never a good sign when you walk the pitcher, but that's exactly what the Dodgers have done. This game has been an absolute disaster for the Dodgers. Brett Brown steps in. It's a 56. That's a 12. It's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Vizcaino flips to Young. Young fires across the diamond to Karros. That, my friends, is a 6-4-3 double play. And just like that, there's 2 away for Mickey Morandini. The pitch to Morandini is a 41. 24, it's ground ball to the shortstop. Easy play for Vizcaino. He throws to Karros to retire Morandini in plenty of time. For the Cubs, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We played 7 here in Wrigley Field. Cubs dominating this one. Hall, by the way, I did not mention, is a D pitcher. No modifier. Tapney back out. Here for the 8th. E.Y. Young steps in. The pitch to Young's a 33. Are the Dodgers finally on the board? It's a 64. It's a 6. They are not. But that's going to be a base hit to right center field that will roll to the wall. Young will be in standing at second base with a leadoff double here in the 8th. And the Dodgers have a real scoring opportunity now. Vizcaino at 25. It's an 8. That's going to be a base hit over second base. That will score Young. It's an RBI single for Vizcaino. Sheffield steps in with nobody out. It's a 26, 30, high fly ball to left field. Rodriguez makes the catch, 1 away. Bonilla steps in against Tapney. It's a 32, 26. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. He will flip the Blauser to get the force out. There will be no return throw. Vizcaino retired on the 4-6 fielder's choice. Mondesi steps in with 2 away. The pitch. It's an 11, re-roll. 54 is a 7. It's a single to right field. Rounding second on his way to third is Bonilla. Runners now on first and third here for Eric Karros. The pitch to Karros is a 35. It's a 9. It's a single over short. Scoring from third is Bonilla. Rounding second and going to third is Mondesi. That is an RBI single for Karros. Runners still at first and third now for Eisenreich. Tapney in his first bit of trouble in this game. 45 is a 14. He walked him. The Cubs bullpen is up. That is Tapney's first walk of the game. It does load the bases for C.J. Johnson. Tapney's day is nearing its end. 53's an 18. That's going to be a ground ball through the legs of Blauser into left center field. Scoring from third is Mondesi. Rounding third and scoring is Karros. Going to third is Eisenreich. Johnson on the E6. Adrian Beltre will pinch hit for Hall. Tapney is in trouble for the first time in this game. Runners on first and third for Beltre. Beltre can make it real interesting here. It's a 61, it's a 32. He's not gonna. It's a high fly ball to right field. Sosa's there. He's got it to retire the side. Dodgers score 1, 2, 3, 4. They score 4 runs. 2. 3 are earned. They do it on 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits, 1 error. They leave 2 on base. Dodgers are finally on the board after 7.5. It's the Cubs 9, Dodgers 4. And that will probably be the end of the day for Kevin Tapani. We go now to the bottom of the 8th inning. Mark Guthrie on the mound. Now for the Dodgers. He is a B pitcher with a Y modifier. He's got his work cut out for him here in the 8th, as he will face Sosa, Grace, and Rodriguez. Sosa steps in. Guthrie's first batter of the game is a 44. Guthrie is going to be greeted rudely. B pitcher's 11. It's a single to left field. Sosa with a single to left. Batter steals second on the first pitch to the next batter. So with a runner on first, Guthrie comes set, delivers to Grace. Sosa off and running, throw down from Johnson to Vizcaíno. Sosa is safe with a stolen base. Runner on second now for Mark Grace. Grace looks to drive one in. 44 is a 7. Single to right, runner scores. Sosa rounds third. He will score. Mark Grace with an RBI single. The Cubs' offensive onslaught continues. Henry Rodriguez with a 41's a 28. It's going to be a little chopper on the infield. Charging is Vizcaíno. He's only got 1 play. It's to Karros. He makes it. Rodriguez retired on the 6-3 putout. Going to second base on the play is Grace. Brings up Jeff Blauser. The pitch to Blauser is a 41. It's 28. Ground ball to the shortstop. Vizcaíno this time will hold Grace at second. He will fire across the diamond to Karros. 2 away. We have Tyler Houston. 43 is a 29. It's going to be a ground ball to Karros. Karros will toss the ball to Guthrie, who tags the bag to retire the side. For the Cubs, they score 1 run. It's earned. They do it on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1 on. We've played 8 innings of baseball here at Wrigley Field. It's the Cubs 10, the Dodgers 2, Dodgers 4. Tapani's night is done. Terry Adams will come into this ball game. Adams is a C pitcher with an XW modifier. Tapani's night is over. He goes 8 innings. Gives up 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them are earned. He only struck out 1 batter. He walked 1 and struck out 1. Very efficient outing here for Kevin Tapani. Terry Adams in an on-save situation. Start off with Eric Young. It's a 30, fly ball to left field. Rodriguez makes the catch, 1 away. Brings up Vizcaíno. 23. Fly ball to center field. It's dropped by Brown. Vizcaíno reaches on the air. 1 away for Sheffield. 13. Adams struck him out swinging. His first strikeout, second out of the inning. Bobby Bonillas, the last chance for the Dodgers. 15's an 8. Give me a single to center. Rounding second and going to third is Vizcaíno. Dodgers now with runners on first and third. Here for Raul Mondesi as Terry Adams looks to put this one away for the Cubbies. 31's a 9. It's going to be single over short. Into left. Scoring from third is Vizcaíno. And going to third on the hit to left down the line is Bonilla. Runner's still on first and third, Eric Karros. 24-13, and that'll do it. Terry Adams gets Karros swinging to end the game. In the ninth, the Dodgers score 1. It's unearned. They do it on 2 hits, 1 error. They leave 2 on. That's the final from Wrigley Field. It's the Dodgers 5, Cubs 10. Sammy Sosa in this one, 2 for 5. He scored 2 runs, 2 RBIs. He did hit home run number 20. On the season now, Sosa is 69 for 190 with 20 home runs, 46 runs, 53 RBIs, and 7 stolen bases. Cubs improve on the season to 22-23. They will look to get back to 500 tomorrow in game number 55. So that'll do it for game number 46, I'm sorry. That'll do it for game number 45 of the 1998 Sammy Sosa replay. The Cubs win it by a score of 10-5. Sammy Sosa hits number 20. Stay tuned tomorrow to see if he can hit number 21 or maybe even 21 and 22.